This afternoon in the studio we have Colin Pake, who is the National Director of Life Care PNG. Thank you, Colin, for joining us in the studio this afternoon.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be with you.
Great to have you. Now tell us a bit about the organization, Life Home Care. I understand you help disadvantaged children. Give us a bit of background to that.
Well, Life PNG Care is a non-profit organization established purposely to impact the unfortunate children that we see every day on the streets. So we have a program which is two ways we work: stronger medication program for the children, and we have a health care which we also do part of our program in the community. So basically, Life PNG Care was established to give a second chance to our children who is underprivileged, find it difficult to go to school or have a home. So that's why we run a family home care. So in that family home care, we provide residential care to 22 disadvantaged children, and they live, and it's just like a normal home that you have family. So yeah.
Can I ask, how did that idea come about? Why did you want to start an organization of such?
Well, actually, I was involved in a church faith-based organization during my student life. I was a volunteer and I served that organization. We used to go to the streets feeding kids and involving with youths. So doing that as a volunteer, after I completed my studies, I see it's not just a feeding program. Those are kind of a band-aid program that we were trying to do. So I find the importance of giving a safe place of residence, these children that I see there every day. So that prompted me to establish Life PNG Care. Just to give a home, a safe home and a place of residence and to educate the children.
Okay. Yeah. We'll cut that one out. Now, I understand that you are located over at Gerahu. How do you select the children that you look after in that in your home?
Well, for our residential children, we have our own selection process or criteria that we have. We have a long process. We don't just identify or see our kids on the street and then we take them home. No. We screen the child to see whether the child is genuine to benefit under our strong in Pekini education program. So once we see that the child is genuine, we have to go to the community or a settlement where the child lived past, just see a pastor or long-time residents there to really confirm that, okay, see, we find this child on the street and he said his parents died. So if they confirm, then it's like third-party confirmation and also other elders in the community. So in that long process, we really have to screen the child, and once we see that the child qualifies to be benefit on our strong in Pekini education program, then we give him a space to reside. And once he resides with us, that's it. The child lives in a family home care. It's just a normal home for the children. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how many children do you have currently who are living at the home care center?
We have 22 children, including my two. We have 24 kids. So 24 children, they live in our home, family home care, and they go to school, come back. It's just like a normal, ordinary home with, we call ourselves a big family, so yeah.
So do you have a day job apart from your parenting that you do to your 24 kids?
Yes, well, we do have volunteers who are very committed. And organization is run by 4 full-time volunteers, and inclusive of myself. I'm also a volunteer. It's a volunteering organization for the country. You know, we're not doing a paid job. These are our children, and that's why. Myself, I'm a full-time public servant. I work as a public servant, but I'm also a volunteer.
How do you get the funds to actually, you need to feed these children, clothe them, and other expenses involved. How do you get the funding to run this?
Yes, the funding is it's been a challenge for us over years. We normally have one-off donations given by business houses or government organization or state-owned entities. They give us one-off donations where those donations go straight into the running costs or overhead costs of our home. Basically, the beneficiaries are the children. So we make sure that we have a tight budget to budget enough for them to continue their education for a year, and also to sustain our family home care with food. But with food, we are very thankful of Truka Industries, who has been very supportive for the last 2 years, and also NCS.
So they've been providing rice?
Yeah, NCS and Truka has been providing rations.
Good.
Which has been sustaining us for
Great.
2 years, yeah.
Okay. So are there any, success stories of children that have come and gone through the care center?
Yes, we do have many success stories. First, these kids, we see them on the street, they've never been to school at all. You see a little 5 or 4-year-old or 6-year-old just living aimlessly on the street, and you pick them up and see them that they have that potential in them. And only by realizing that, we give them that opportunity to live in our family home care. And in that way, they begin to, have that interest to go to school. And some of the kids, they've been on the street for the last 4 or 5 years. They've never been to school, but once they come to our place, we introduce them our homeschooling. We are partnering with Lighthouse Christian Academy, which is our kids attend at school, and they start learning phonics. Through the phonics system, we see that the kids are able to learn how to read and write. And then after being there for the last maybe 2 years, then we send them to the main education system, which is the public school. So some are doing grade 12 is the biggest, the eldest kid that we have. She's in grade 12. And then we have the next kid who is in grade 11, Pomnats, Marineville Secondary School, and we've got others who are still at primary school. And yeah, so those...
Thank you. Now, you're running a very great organization that's helping a lot of disadvantaged children. If our viewers out there would like to contact you or would like to make donations, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can call me on my cell phone, which is 734-76302, or they can go to our website, www.lifepngcare.org. Okay. And then they can contact me if they're interested to support our Strong in Pickaninny education program, right, which is a very impact program that we see these children should have equal opportunity to go to school. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Colin, for your time in our studio this afternoon, and you have a great afternoon.
Thank you very much, and it's my pleasure to be with you all. Thank you.